there's two schools of thought here. There's two approaches, right? You can either go down the label route, and yes, you're going to get a lot of no's because that's how it works. You're going to get a lot of no's. Or you could back yourself. You know, the reason we're all sat here is because I backed myself and started Toolroom. I was like, do you know what? I'm putting all this work into writing these records, and it's getting matched with not the same energy. And that's not good enough. That's not good enough for me. I don't expect anyone to make my career. The only person I expect to make my career is me. Now, if I believe myself, I'll back myself. And that means building a team of people around you to back that idea, to back that vision. You have to have a vision. You go, I want to be this. This is the route I want to take. These are all the steps. And you write out, because this is the music it's the music business. It's not just music. We call it the music business for a reason. It's music and business. Now, you have to back both facets. You know, you have to, first and foremost, get the creativity nailed on, understand what you are, what you're going to be, and then you have to match that with business acumen and go, okay, if we want to bring this idea to life, this is what we're going to need to do, and we're going to need to invest, because it is a business. You know, it's like if we opened a shop, we wouldn't open a shop without any budget. Go, let's open a shop. Have we got any money? Oh, we've got no money. Well, it's going to shut very fucking quickly. So it's the same thing. You need to create a strategy and investment to back that idea. So you can either go down the label route, and if that goes well and you get associated with labels, you can do that and bounce across, and that is a very valid route. You know, there's something to be said for that. Dancing at a lot of parties, having lots of relationships, that's a very valid approach. It's the one thing I guess in my career I haven't done. So therefore, I sit in my own lane. And sometimes that works for me. Sometimes it works against me. You know, for example, at festival bookings, people don't know where to put me. If we're not doing a tour stage, where should we put Mark? Don't know where he sits. So that becomes a problem. But it also I also got own my own space. I back myself. So you can go, there's two different options. Do it yourself, build a team, create your own label and back your vision, or go down the label route. Both very valid choices.
I think just to kind of echo that, at the risk of doing us all out of a job, as an emerging, independent artist, there's a lot you can do without a label in the early stages of your career. And I think really where a label adds value and can add value is when you are at a certain point where you need that real kind of boost to take you up into, the real next level. There's a huge amount of stuff you can do now, kind of yourselves and through distribution or through your own kind of setup, as Mark mentions. But the other thing is, I think in terms of, advice for people who keep getting knocked back, this industry is hard. Like, you got to just keep going, because with the internet, with the availability of production software now, with amazing things like Toolroom Academy, there are more people trying to break into this industry than there have ever been. It's never been this competitive, and you are going to get knocked back, and it's unfortunate, but it's true. And there's still only the same amount of outlets for dance music, but 50 times more people trying to get that same radio play or that same Spotify playlist position. So this is not. It's not easy, and it's not all fun and games, and if you just got to keep going. And that doesn't sound that helpful, but
I just wanted to jump on that, actually, because obviously as an artist myself, the one thing that I've noticed in the people that are cutting through is if you can really hone your uniqueness, like what is your USP, what is it about you that makes you stand out against everybody else that's coming through. And whether that's, down to your personal brand, whether that's your show, whether that's your sound, I think the more that you can make yourself more unique than anyone else that's sat beside you, that's what helps to get you to cut through.
Yeah, totally. I mean, every single one of you are completely unique. No one of you are a carbon copy of anyone else. Everyone is unique. So just play to being the best, like I said earlier, the best version of you. That's what you can be. You can't be anyone else. Because the minute you try to be someone else, it becomes transparent. We can see that. If you're the best version of you and you've got the skills and you've got a character that matches it, because people warm to characters, that's the reality. Once you've got people's attention, they want to know what you're like, and as a person. And that is a big factor in today's market. You can't, unfortunately, be this aloof artist that it is all about the music. You need to match that, rightly or wrongly. It's not, it's not something I'd necessarily sign up to, but that's the reality. So if you've got a great personality, you've got great skills, then you've got a great chance.